super deep in the church. Like this nigga used to come to Virginia with me. And my grandmother used to have us in church. We'd be in the basement fucking around, you know what I'm saying? But she used to have us there because, I mean, you know, she was a deaconess. My grandfather was a deacon or whatever. But, like, at a certain point in time, you know what I'm saying, like, they kind of weaned off of the church. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I didn't understand. But, you know, being a little kid that knew how to be quiet and listen to adult conversations, like, as an adult now, it kind of makes sense. Like, you know, pastors were putting, you know, certain luxury items in the name of the church, but using them for, you know what I'm saying, self-indulgence. You know what I'm saying? Like buying a BMW and saying that it's for the church, or buying it in the church's name and not having to, you know what I'm saying, pay property tax on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, wild shit like that. So, you know, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. And
they can use those tools and resources for the community.
For sure.
They definitely could, but they don't.
For sure.
Right? And that's the part that irks me.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, I don't really understand how black people can be Christians in the first place. But that's a whole.
I was about to say, don't open up that can of worms on this podcast.
I was about to say,
where two Muslim niggas sit next to each other.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go there.
Let's not.
But still.
But however, we'll speed right past that. All right. What were you about to say, Brian? You about to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, man, just to kind of piggyback off like what we were all talking about. It's like it's unnerving when you see these like pastors with private jets and you know these mansions. Like, bro, no pastor should have a private jet. I'm sorry, no pastor.
No pastor should have a mansion. No. Have you seen where Reverend Bozart lives, dog? His spot is fucking huge.
Right, it doesn't make it.
It's a fucking wired fence around his property.
And listen,
man.
I do think that the pastor should be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because as the leader of the community.
Right.
However, as the leader of the community,
you should also stay in that community.
You should be in.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you should be in that community. You know what I'm saying? With the people, and it's like with the resources that they have. Are you trying to tell me that like you can't find things to put that money into versus keeping it in your own pocket?
Right. It's people living paycheck to paycheck in your congregation, and you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. It should be
these mega churches are a business.
Yeah, you know for sure.
And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Even the regular churches, not just the mega churches. The mega churches just take it to a whole different level of like they're in a different tax bracket.
Yeah, I don't
like the people that go to mega churches make enough money to finance that stupidity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm
gonna say this, and we're gonna move on to the spice. But it's a show on HBO called The Gemstones. If you seen it,
no,
okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's a comedy, but it's about a mega church, right? And you know what I'm saying, the preacher and his children, and how all his children are like these spoiled brats, and then like some of them also have kids, you know what I'm saying, and like their spoiled brats are going against the church, and one of his sons is gay, like openly gay, and it's
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta watch the show. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely white comedy. So like, if you don't like, what was the
Arrested Development?
No, not Arrested. This Is the End. If you don't like a movie like This Is the End, you want all West Down and Bound, or the East Down and Bound.
Yeah.
If you don't like stuff like that, you're not gonna like the show. But if you do, check it out. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this video.
It's time you get home, baby. If it was familiar to her, it was because her father asked that. It's familiar to me because I had a real father who protected, who provided. For women who have fathers who are really in their life who say, baby, that's too much.
Yeah.
Or he says, you know, what time you get home?
Yeah.
Or that's too late. Or my dad would even tell me, baby, listen, you get more bees with honey when it comes to a man. He said, Daddy don't mind you being strong. But when I see you in your relationships, you wear the pants, baby. It's okay if that's what you want. But if you ever want to switch it up and get a different kind of man, you got to let them overalls go a little bit. But see, that's a real father who's telling me right for wrong. So my point of telling you is when a man comes in and says, why didn't you pick up your phone? To fatherless girls, that's controlling.
Damn.
To a woman who had a father who loved her, who served me, who doted on me, to me, you're a husband. Now, if you let me go out to 10, 12, 11 o'clock at night and you don't show any concern, guess what? I'd ask you not to call me no more.
Oh my God.
Because how come you weren't concerned about your woman that you have an intent of wanting to marry or an intention of being a family man or a husband? So I'm just showing you men out there, when you get women who are not used to what protection looks like, you don't need to down her or you don't need to disempower her, but you need to check with yourself and say, wait a minute, I want a woman who is open and receptive to a man protecting her.
All right. So I came across this video, right? And I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get you guys' perspectives on what she was saying. I'm going to say my comments for the end, but I want to get you guys' perspectives first.
Why this bugs me? I think this goes deeper than father in life, not father in life.
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes deeper than that. I think this goes down to feminist rhetoric. This goes to I'm free to do whatever I want. A man ain't gonna tell me what to do anything, even if it's my husband. I can't be controlled, or if he's trying to tell me what to wear, what to do, how long to hang out, he's insecure. That's what this is. That's to me what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you know what I'm saying, a male positive father figure can help combat that kind of mindset. You get what I'm saying? Because what a good father would do, you know what I'm saying, will, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be that. He's gonna be like, hey girl, you ain't going out that house like that. Are you going out? Well, you better be in by this time. And women will understand. This was a cognitive dissonance they be having, where it's like they disconnect the idea of a father saying, hey, you can't wear that, or hey, you can't stay out late, with their man or husband or whatever saying, hey, don't wear that. Hey, I don't want you staying out late. When your father does it, they completely understand that their father isn't being controlling or being insecure. The father's trying to protect you.
Right.
You know, he wants what's best for you. But somehow or another, when the man does it, hey baby, I don't want you going out with your ass cheeks and titties out. Hey, I don't want you staying out late. All of a sudden it's like, oh, he's being controlling, he's being insecure. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of this whole thing of like wanting to be free to do whatever they want, and like a man can't tell me nothing, or he's insecure. Like, I think that's what it's more so about. Personally, that's kind of what
Gotcha. I agree with what you're saying, but I also feel like the respect isn't there for a man that is there for the father. And that's why the message isn't embraced on the same level.
I would agree with that, yeah.
And that's why, because protection is protection.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't matter who says what. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
get down, nigga, it means get down, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like I said, I think the disconnect is most women don't respect their partners to see it from that perspective, and that's why they have this ideology that it is controlling, or you know, he think he, you know, trying to run me type. That's why they embrace that narrative, because the respect factor isn't there. So when you get to a point in a relationship with a woman that actually respects and trusts you, she tones that shit down.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts on that. I think it's just not a lack of respect for their man. I think it's just a